don't be selfish. You shouldn't want that. There are others in the world starving, or, you know, they don't have much money. You know, just, you know, pipe down with what you want. Settle down. Just be happy with what you've got. That kind of thing. Yeah, I grew up with that too. Yeah, to a degree, I definitely grew up with that. They are beliefs. They are other people's beliefs, and they did the best they knew how. But I now know fully, as a Proctor Gallagher consultant, studying the teachings of Bob Proctor. And, you know, other teachings as well, Abraham Hicks, Bentinho Mazzaro, you know, so many others teaching this work. However, you know, diving into Bob Proctor's work and being a Proctor Gallagher consultant now and studying the material that I teach every day, I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that we're here to live greatness. We're here to have what we want, and we have the power to create what we want. We just have to raise our vibration to meet the vibration of whatever it is that we want. So what I want is here. Say I'm here. I've got to do all I can. I don't get there just, you know, I see that thing and I go, oh yeah, I want that. Well, just thinking it doesn't happen. I've got to actually do whatever it takes to raise my vibration to meet the vibration of what it is that I want. And guess what? Once you meet the same vibration, it's like wanting to tune into a radio station, knowing that there's great music on a particular radio station, or there's a conversation you want to hear on a radio station. You can't hear it unless you tune into it. And then once you've tuned to that frequency of that radio station, you're going to hear it, right? Same goes with our desires, with what we want. We have to raise our vibration to meet the vibration of what it is that we want. And we do that through our thoughts. We do that by accessing the higher faculties that we possess. I want to read the article here now. Please take a few minutes to watch the rest of my message here. And if it resonates at the end, if you want more for your life, if you only get so far in creating what it is that you want, and what I say, what I've said so far and what I'm about to say really hits home for you, it might move you, you might have an epiphany. If that's you and you want support around getting to the next level of your life, then please reach out to me. I currently run 2 very powerful programs that anyone can do, whatever level you're at. If you've never done self-development work before, these are the programs for you. If you've done them before, these are the programs for you. If you want to talk to me about the 6-month Thinking into Results program that I've now started to facilitate, I'm now available to run that program, then I urge you to contact me. Feel that inspiration and contact me as a result of watching this video, okay? And if you hear gold for yourself in this video, come back and watch it again and again, because the material I'm about to read you from this article written by Sandy Gallagher. She is Bob Proctor's partner and the brains behind the Proctor Gallagher Institute. She's an amazing woman. If it weren't for her doing one of Bob Proctor's programs, this site, this institute would not exist. So I'm super grateful to her, super grateful to Bob Proctor. And I'm so glad that my business partner and I jumped into the training to be a consultant for this material. It's truly life-changing. So this article is called The Truth About Increasing Life. And it starts. You want more. So do I. You see, no matter how magnificent our lives might be, you and I will always want more. Because wanting more requires us to grow. We were born to grow. We weren't born to just lead mediocre lives. We were born for greatness. We weren't born to just exist. And, you know, I'm not saying that you lead a mediocre life. Please hear that in the right context. I'm saying if you want more for your life and you're not sure what that is, then this work is going to be for you if you're open to it. And again, just listen as I read this article. And if it sings to you, if any part of it sings to you and you want to know more, then again, I invite you to contact me afterwards, okay? But either way, be open to what I'm about to read. We were born to grow. Growth is the purpose of life. We are here to bring more and more of ourselves to the surface and become aware of our oneness with God, whatever your higher power is, right? We were born to bring to the surface and become aware of our oneness with God. And God is always for creation, expansion, and making things better. Here's what Wallace Wattles wrote about in The Science of Getting Rich. And I'm just coming to the end of running a book study on that book, and I will be running another one later in the year or towards the end of the year. So if you want to be part of that, contact me. You will need to purchase a copy of that book if you don't already have one, but it is a game changer, and I've been reading it every day for over a year, and I will continue to. It's material that grows us, raises our vibration, expands our minds. It's one of the works that I do on a daily basis. And now I've, introduced it as a book study. So anyway, Wallace Wattles wrote the book, and this is what he says out of the book. You must get rid of the last vestige of the old idea that there is a deity whose will it is that you should be poor, or whose purposes may be served by keeping you in poverty. There is no such deity. The intelligent substance, which is all and in all, and which lives in all, lives in you, lives in me. It is a consciously living substance. Being a consciously living substance, it must have the nature and inherent desire of every living intelligence for increase of life. Every living thing must continually seek for the enlargement of its life. We were born to enlarge our lives. Because life in the mere act of living must increase itself. Fact versus fiction. This is where Sandy goes on to write. Those words from Wallace Wattles are not wishful thinking. They are theological and scientific facts. You are a spiritual being that always wants to expand and express itself more fully. If you've worked with me before, if you've known me for a while, you'll know that I've often said we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We were born for greatness. Spirit moves to and through us. You have the intelligent thinking substance within you that has the power to create all things. That's the living substance that Wallace Wattles spoke about. Now she continues that Wattles goes on to say, intelligence is one and the same everywhere and must be everywhere an attribute of the same substance. There cannot be one kind of intelligence in God and another kind of intelligence in man. Intelligence can only be intelligent substance, and intelligent substance is God. Man is one of, let me repeat that. Man is of one and the same stuff with God. And so all the talents, powers, and possibilities that are in God are in man and woman. Okay, speaking man here, but it's man and woman. So I'm talking to my sisters here as well, right? Not just in a few exceptional men, but in everyone. Everyone. Just get the enormity of that penny dropping. That we are all capable of living greatness and having all that we want. The intelligent substance is in all of us. All power is given to man in heaven and on earth. Is that not written? That ye are God? The principle of power in man is man himself. Let me repeat that. The principle of power in man is man himself, and man himself is God. Sandy goes on to say, God creates. Since we are made of the same stuff with God, if we are to enjoy ever-increasing life, we must become creator, not competitor. This really, really landed for me in so many ways. And as I read this, if you have flashbacks of where you've competed for things with others, know that there's no need to compete. There's plenty for all of us. We don't miss out if someone gets something or achieves something. We can achieve it in our own way, in our own right, just by desiring it and accessing our intellectual faculties to bring it about. And I'll talk to you a little bit about self-image as well. So, again, we need to be creator, not competitor. Unfortunately, most people spend most of their daily lives operating from a competitive mind. When you operate from the perspective of a competitive mind, your focus is almost exclusively on you. You are interested in what's in it for you and how you will benefit in any given situation. And you want to do the minimum required to get the result you want. There's nothing wrong with wanting what you want. There's nothing wrong with focusing on what it is that you want. But please do it from a creative mind, not from a competitive mind. You're not competing with anybody. And when you're coming from the creative mind, you'll automatically be making a difference to others and offering increase to others.